And good evening from Melvin's Restaurant here on Oliver Road in Monroe, Louisiana. Stewart Shelby alongside Neville head football coach Jeff Tannehill, coming off of a big win last Friday night versus the Huntington Raiders, 50-20. Congrats, Coach. This one maybe you could breathe a little bit after the end of this one.
Well, about the second quarter we got to breathe, but thank you. We, I thought our kids played really hard the other night. We got some things going there in the second quarter. Really made me feel a whole lot better about the way that we were playing.
Yeah, slow start offensively. The defense played great all night long, but you get it going towards the end of the second quarter and really once you started accelerating, you didn't let the foot off the gas.
No, we wanted to get some points on the board and separate ourselves from them and just make sure that, we didn't have to press real hard during the second half like we did the week 1 and 2. So, I was proud of our kids, the way they played, and hope we get better and better each week offensively.
Just to talk a little bit more about Huntington, that was a team that came in and scored a lot of points. They had a quarterback that was putting up a lot of yards, some big receivers. Right. They were very big on the offensive and defensive lines, and the Tigers figured out a way and then got going.
Oh, yeah, they were very big up front. We knew that coming in, and very athletic. Quarterback is a kid that's just tremendous athlete, and if you watched the game the other night, you saw that he got out of the pocket, and that's when they were most dangerous. I thought we did a pretty good job of keeping him contained most of the night, but when he did get out of the pocket, it was something was going to happen for them that was going to be big. So, but just proud of the way they contained those athletes. I mean, man, they had some guys that looked really good out there.
They did.
And
big running back. I think it was 18.
Yes. Well, we talked about him on the show, how big he was, and he was a little bigger than I thought. So, so he's a very good player, and they'll win a lot of football games this year.
Yeah, hopefully they do. So, as everything's good. Everything's good.
Still got power, internet.
Everybody's good. Hey, look, we are at Melvin's, but we want to remind you that the first segment here on Tiger Talk is brought to you by our good friends at Mickel Sports, right down the road there on Forsyth Avenue for all your team sport needs, any equipment, footballs, jerseys.
Pretty much anything. They've got softball stuff right now, too, so in baseball.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they've been around for years. You're from around this area, you definitely know them well, and we appreciate their team for sponsoring us here on Wednesday night. So, Coach, let's get into some of these highlights.
Yes,
we got a lot of them. I mean, 50-point contest, you're going to have a few out there.
Should have some highlights. So, just effort-wise, we're going to see some of that right here, especially some guys that played on defense in the first half.
We talked about that defense, and you start off the game. You kick it off to Huntington, and then they get the football, and then there's Jaden Webb, who had a big night.
Jaden has played outstanding the first 3 weeks of our season. Mm-hmm. He one of those kids that really worked hard over the summer and just keeps getting better each week. Last week he got really good at getting lined up right, and then it was he was able to play fast and physical. And, alignment problems beforehand, but he was still playing fast and physical. We just got to get him lined up and let him go.
Yeah, you get the ball back, and then you take a drive down the field a little bit. Here's a nice run from Jay Sean, I believe.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice little screen pass. Yeah. Great job of the lineman getting out there getting blocks. Isaac Jingana's getting a block out there, and you see Thomas Campbell getting down the field trying to make a play.
So you get the ball down there. You unfortunately can't come up with any points. Missed field goal, and it's still 0-0. And before we get to the end of that first quarter, another defensive highlight here is Brody Watley with a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, he had a big night the other night too. They had a lot of trouble trying to block him, and we get some pressure off the edge there. That play was made by Robert Graves III. So, just want to make sure that everybody – when somebody makes plays because somebody else did their job, and Robert Graves did a great job there, and Brody just cleaned it up. It was him one-on-one with the tailback.
You go into the second quarter, it was a nothing. The defense is going there, the offense ready to get going, and then, right here, Huntington actually has a long pass to get inside the 10. We still got a few more defensive highlights here. as they connect. They get inside the 10, but that's
that's
lead
another,
into the –
he got out of the pocket there and got to running, and so we all had to swarm because he could run well too. So, as he got out of the pocket, we collapsed some, got over the top, and luckily we made a great effort.
Well, I'm sure you really allowed that to happen so you can practice, that goal line defense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So
we hadn't had any practice with that.
Yeah, and inside that, it's inside the 10, and it led to this fourth down stop. Your defense bent a little bit but didn't break, and then here's a fourth down.
Great pressure on him. Looked like they were trying to throw a shuttle pass underneath, and one of the linemen did a great job of getting their hands down. If you can see right there, we had a couple sophomores in there. It looked like Fobbs White was in there, and I don't know who the other one was.
There was a bunch of guys in there that were able to break that up. You get the ball back and take over on downs right there, and then Thomas Campbell, who had a big night for you at the tight end position, he gets into the fray right here with a nice grab across the middle.
Ran a little pop pass to him there, and they ran with the motion, and he gets a big first down, gets a good gain. I talked to him last week about trying to stiff arm guys and quit trying to run over them when he gets the ball. Don't run towards the defense, run away from the defense. So he did a better job this week of doing that.
He definitely likes to lower his shoulder sometimes. And then here's right after that, you get a swing pass here to I believe Jakeem Reitzel for a big gain.
It is. Good job of checking down right there by our quarterback. Gets I think it was third and long there, and Jakeem makes a good hard run, physical run right there.
Lowered his shoulder to get that yard, make sure you get a first down.
Jakeem's really done a good job here lately.
And then that sets up Campbell again. He takes a little screen pass and in for his touchdown, first touchdown of the year.
Yeah. Right here, good block right there by Dylan Jackson. Staying with it, blocks both of those guys. He makes a good cut, good block by Tyler Brown there, and into the end zone. I think is that his first touchdown.
I think it's the first touchdown he's scored as a varsity Tiger, maybe as any.
Yeah, well, he moved from offensive line
to tight end last year, but no, had a few catches last year, and then that's his first touchdown at Neville, and. So you get that. You get the. That was let's see, big reception. There we go. Then he gets the touchdown, and then Huntington gets the ball back. And Huntington didn't kick the ball much.
No, they were going for two every time. I don't think they had a kicker. Great pursuit right there by Brody Watley in the backside of the defense. And the front side just kept stringing him out, and the backside ran him down from behind.
Another fourth down stop that seemed to be, even though you're up right there, just 7 points, it seemed that Huntington was starting to press a little bit because they were taking some chances with poor field position.
They could have pinned us back. But, I'm not real sure how good the punter was either.
We're going to get to some of that. They had some special teams issues throughout this football game. So you get the fourth down stop, and then Trenton Dumas, once again, a nice night.
Having a good year.
And he takes this one deep into Huntington territory.
Yeah, great job on Mon keeping his eyes down the field. Trenton makes a good move there and gets about a 20-yard gain and keeps the chains moving.
So time was running out down here. This was about a 50-second drive right there.
Well, we worked a little 2-minute drill there. We struggled with it against our defense, but they've really helped us get better at what we're doing there.
And with time ticking down, you had opportunity to really run one play or maybe kick a field goal, and this time Nichols takes it in from a few yards out.
Well, we thought we could get the edge there and get to that corner, and if we didn't, we had to get a timeout real quick, and that was kind of the plan of the whole deal. But we thought we could get there with Tiger Train in there and Brody Watley and Thomas Campbell leading the way around the edge there.
Well, you get in there, no time on the clock, kick the extra point. It's 13-0 at halftime, and when you go in, it didn't feel to me up in the booth like it was a 13-0. It felt like y'all pretty much, I would say, should have been.
Could have been a lot
more.
Yeah, well, and that was, our goal was to come out and score a bunch of points, and we just didn't execute on offense. And credit to Huntington for some of that, but we didn't execute on offense, and the first quarter would not play well at all on offense. We missed assignments on the O-line. Quarterbacks didn't make a good read. The tailbacks took the ball out of the quarterback's hand a time or two. Just wasn't gelling real well. And then, about late in the first quarter, we started moving the ball, and you could feel it coming. We just had to make sure we didn't do something crazy with the ball and turn it over. So, luckily we got out of one of those with roughing the quarterback, but went on down and scored a touchdown there. But we got a little better as the game went, and I was just glad to see us kind of get things going offensively.
Huntington gets the ball back there after half, and then they actually try a punt right here. And then we talked about their special teams woes. Here's one of them. The snap gets away from the punter.
And we get the ball
inside the 30. Yeah. And after that, let's see. You really, I think there's another attempted field goal that didn't go.
Did we missed 2 the other night?
And that time, Huntington gets the ball back, but on 4th down again, here's Brody Watley with a pick 6.
They try to throw a little screen pass out to the left, and we throw a lot of screens at our defense, and he just sat there on it and then picked up. Boy, that's a defensive lineman's dream right there.
Yep, big man touchdown, and that was really got the crowd involved, and that kind of got everybody.
That kind of pushed it to three scores, and kind of gave us some breathing room. And then after that, we got rolling real good. Yep,
the ensuing drive. Here's a big sack by Brandon Baker, I believe.
Brandon's come a long way since the summertime. He played tight end last year. We moved him down the defensive line. He's really worked his tail off to get ready to play for us.
You get a punt away, and then you get the football back. And then Trendon Dumas once again with the catch, this one for 24 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, just a little short stop route, just a option route kind of. You can go inside or outside there. And then, Amon read the linebacker perfectly, made a good throw, and Trendon made a good move. He's really good when he gets the ball in open space now.
Yeah, so for the second straight game, this time to your favor, it was a safety. Bill Rupel right here. And then we're going to get to that, but how it got here, it started with this high snap on the next Huntington drive that was covered up at the 5. Yeah. And then from there, there was
play right there.
Tytron almost had a safety himself.
Yeah.
And then there's you can see they're about on the half-yard line, and then another bad snap, and you get the safety. Mm-hmm. So
their quarterback went out, about the midway through the third quarter, and that's when it kind of went to our way.
The safety makes it 29-0 in favor of the Tigers, and then you get the football back after they got to kick it back to you, and then Jakeen has a nice run, 33 yards out here to make it 36-0.
Great block by Max right there. I can't see who that other one was. It looked like Tyler Brown blocking there too.
Blocking out, and then up the sideline he went.
Yep. He, Jakeen's really done a good job blocking here lately. He's done a good job running the football, for a sophomore. And, just the sky's the limit for him, man. He just, he keep his composure and mature a lot here over the next, 6 months or so. And, you're going to see a lot of good things out of him.
A few more highlights to go. It's 36-0. Huntington started moving the ball a little bit as there was a few replacements in and out, and it ends up being 36-13. But I believe here's Sampanero getting in and getting a little work, and here's a 65-yard touchdown to Dotson, I believe.
Great pass protection there. There's Jay Sean White doing a great job, and John Michael doing a good job keeping his eyes down the field, and Tyler Dotson got him to score the other night, senior wide receiver. And, finally got, John Michael healthy. And hopefully, he can contribute this week and play a little more. He had about 10 or 12 snaps the other night just to give him a little, from that injury, and hopefully we can play a little bit this week.
Made it 43-13. Here's another defensive play from one of your younger Tigers. I guess this is Reese Reichart here with a nice little sack on the blitz.
Oh, man, right up the gut. That's the A-gap blitz. Great job of, good timing there on that blitz.
And just to finish things off here is a Jay Sean White again. He tiptoes down the sideline to make it 50-20.
Boy, he's got some good feet, man. Good read right there by the quarterback, Brock Jordan. And he makes a good move outside. Good block by Javari Lockhart right there, too.
50-20 was the final. Mm-hmm. Just a solid win. It's a didn't come down to the wire. We weren't overtime. It wasn't in the last minute. You were able to play some guys to get some game reps, and overall a good night at Bill Ripple.
We got a lot of younger guys to get some quality reps the other night. Good to see those guys get on the field in a varsity game against some varsity competition. And you can't replace experience, man. The more you play, the better you're going to get. The more you're going to understand the game, how it's played, how the speed of the game is, and the more we can get those young guys in, the better we're going to be later.
All right, 50-20 was your final. We're going to talk about this Friday's opponent, North Caddo, coming up later on in the program. But we got a lot to cover here as a busy night on
got a lot of folks
Tiger
here
Talk.
tonight.
A great crowd here at Melvin's as well. We might be talking to Coach Herndon. Got a couple of cheerleaders we're going to speak to. I see Jaden Webb sitting over there. We've got a busy couple of segments coming up. So stay tuned for that and a whole lot more here on Tiger Talk. We'll be right back.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases. Every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com, or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football. Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta noodles. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers."
Here at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
Well, we've made it to the second segment here on Tiger Talk, brought to you by our good friend Frank Nettles over there at Frank Nettles Automotive. Everybody knows him around the Neville Nation. You can get a couple of biscuits every now and again before the game. But any automotive needs, from oil changes to mechanical issues, Frank and his crew can definitely hook you up. All right, Stewart Shelby once again joined by another Tiger football player. This time it's senior defensive end Jaden Webb. Man, Jaden, welcome to Tiger Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Look, I've watched you progress as a player over the past few years and started to work your way into that consistent starting role. And, man, have you made a splash so far this season? How does it feel to get to your senior season and be having such success?
It's I would say it's been a journey, honestly, coming from Washita junior high and then making my way to Neville my freshman year. It was definitely a big change, and then coming in, I really didn't know a lot, but with the coach and Coach Courtney Wallace and having guys my sophomore year there, such as like Anichi Sledge and Kendall January and Isaiah Brown, having those guys being able to show me the way and lead me and be able to just like learn from those guys. And then my junior year going into it, I was told I was going to be playing defensive tackle beside D'Angelo Woods, and then I was going to have Brody on the other side of me, and of course Fobbs White, Matthew Fobbs White. Just playing besides those guys, it's just been honestly just like the greatest thing ever, because it's just been just fun, just learning from those guys. And then this year, my senior year, making just like such like the big move from defensive tackle to defensive end. Over the summer, it was just, I would say it was a lot, because I mean you have to learn, because you're not playing the interior anymore. You're playing the edge, and you have to learn how to play the edge of the defense, and always have that outside containment. So honestly, I would just say it's just been just the greatest journey and blessing, honestly.
Well, look, it is different, going from that inside to outside, but you've handled it pretty well. It seems to free you up.
Yeah, a lot.
and,
Yes, sir, a lot.
And you could definitely see it. And things like every highlight reel, we've got you with a sack or two or a tackle for loss or something like that. So, you talked about a lot of the guys that came before you. You talked about, Anichi and Fobbs and those guys that have played. You've got some younger defensive linemen coming behind you.
Yes, sir.
How have you accepted that role? Now you were learning from these guys, and you talked about getting kind of a new position. But are you mentoring those young guys like some of the guys before you did?
Yes, sir, definitely. It's definitely been just like I would definitely say it's been like a challenge, because you have to learn how to be a leader. You can't just try to be a leader. You have to learn, because it's like
can't just call yourself a leader.
Yeah, basically, because it's like each one of those players, they take criticism and they take coaching and are trying to learn stuff. Someone might not take learning this way the same way the other person does. So it's like you have to learn how to be a leader towards this person and the other person. So yeah, it's definitely been a challenge, but I feel like the younger guys, like they are definitely starting to understand it and starting to get just how to play defensive line the way they never does. I feel like they're starting to like get it and grasp it and understand how to do it.
It's a standard, and it's based on that standards that were established, years ago. But it's still, no matter the coaching staff can come and go. We've had a pretty consistent. You had Coach Wallace, and Coach Collins, and these guys that have been over there. Coach Herndon's been with the program for a long time, but you being able to play that team defense. Coach Tannehill was talking about that early on about, one of your sacks was because of a good play. Not saying you didn't make a good play, but it was a play by one of your teammates allowed you to have that success right there.
Yes, sir.
And I guess getting through to especially a young player sometimes to play into that type of system can be tough sometimes.
Yes, sir. It definitely is sometimes. But honestly, you just, all you have to do is just understand, like, you were once in that position. So you just have to just be patient and just understand that eventually they're going to grasp it. It just might take them some time, or it just might take more coaching, or you don't know what it'll take, but you just have to be patient with them and just continue to help them grow so they're able to be in the position that you're in right now.
All right, so favorite moment up to this point as a Neville Tiger?
That's tough. A favorite moment, I would definitely say, I forgot what game it was, but I think it was definitely last season. I think it was when we had won district. I forgot when it was, but all I remember was we won. It was one game and we had just dumped the the water cooler on Coach Collins and Coach Tannehill and Coach Courtney. It was just, it was probably just like the funnest thing ever. Just, just seeing them just be surprised and shocked by like that cold water. So,
but, you've played with some good guys. You got
yes,
on the defensive side. Anichi's sitting there at Auburn.
Yes, sir.
Fobbs White down at Tulane,
yes,
right
sir.
there. Any plans for you, or are you looking to keep progressing as a player?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Honestly not. Honestly, I feel like this is going to be my last ride with football, so I'm just trying to make the most of it and make sure that it just lasts as long as it can.
Well, future plans for you?
Future plans. Right now, football isn't in the future, so I would say definitely it's just going to college and just getting my degree and look, I'm not.
It's not everybody pushes to go play football in college, and but definitely that's a good goal. And going through there, I like to ask people when they join me a lot what you like to do, kind of what's your favorite thing to do, maybe outside of practice football, that type of deal, outside of the football field.
Working out, just
working out.
Honestly, this just become one of my biggest hobbies is just working out. So I would definitely say that.
Well, it's definitely paid dividends.
Yes, sir.
You've you slimmed up. I'm not saying you slimmed up, but you've gotten stronger and faster, and it's that ability to get around the end's been there. So, all right, I'm going to give you an opportunity to shout out a teacher or something. I'm going to get you some extra points here. Your favorite teacher right now at Neville.
Favorite teacher would definitely be Ms. Rurich. I don't take her right now, but she was definitely my favorite teacher at Neville.
Oh, really?
Definitely.
Really? Definitely.
Definitely my favorite teacher at Neville.
Look, Jaden, man, it's been great talking to you.
Yes,
enjoyed the conversation. Really enjoyed watching you play out there. And best of luck to you, not only in the future, not only on the football field, but off of it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jaden Webb, everybody. We appreciate him stopping by here on Tiger Talk. When we come back, I think we've got a couple more students, a couple of cheerleaders back there. We're going to see what they've been up to. There are a lot of awards that they've been winning over the summer. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more Tiger Talk right after this.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive-In on North 18th. Whether it's a breakfast toaster on your way to work or school, one of the many lunch combos, a mid-afternoon Route 44 cold drink, a pregame popcorn chicken, or a postgame Sonic Blast, the Sonic on North 18th Street has you covered. So drive through or park and wait for a friendly car hop today to find out why our Sonic is the Sonic on North 18th Street in Monroe. It's definitely Tiger approved.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change. One thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
This is why I run.
This is State Senator Stewart Cathy Jr., and this Labor Day weekend in Louisiana, we've got something special coming for you. It's not just any holiday, it's a sales tax holiday. Thanks to the bill I authored this past session, this holiday is on guns, ammo, and all your hunting gear. So grab your list and come on down, because in the sportsman's paradise, we're celebrating freedom, responsibly and tax-free. Remember, it's only this Labor Day weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't miss out.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
At Marion State Bank, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and part of your community. With branches in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, and soon to be West Monroe, we're excited to be growing alongside you. Whether it's opening that first savings account, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't forget about MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
I'm Robert Lane.
And I'm Ben Jones with Marion State Bank. And we live where you live.
Marion State Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, as we adjust some mics here on Tiger Talk, we welcome everybody back. Once again, we're live here at Melvin's Restaurant in Monroe, and we're here with a couple of the Neville varsity cheerleaders. We've got Elliot Herndon right there and Maddie Lodgen. So everybody welcome them to Tiger Talk back there. So, all right, so the first question is going to be a calculus question in 3 parts, right?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. So you were asking me what I was going to ask you, and we're not going to do that. Hey, look, y'all had some awards over the summer. We're I guess three or four pep rallies in, and they're still announcing more awards. I don't know if they are saving some for later or anything like that, but a successful summer. Let's talk a little bit about that. How about I'll start with you, Ellie. How was y'all's cheer summer?
It was good. We went to camp at the beach club and did a clean sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Won all the awards. We've been over the summer. We were painting signs, getting ready for all the pep rallies, and that was fun. That was really fun. Actually, yes.
Manny, talk about some of these awards. Take me through what some of these things mean and what that allow you to do.
Okay, yeah. So we did what's called like a game day routine,
Mm-hmm.
and we had like a sideline and a cheer, and we won first place in that overall at the camp. And then we did like a pyramid and a dance, and we won first in that too. And we also won the leadership award, which is voted on by the camp and all the girls that are there. So they said they would want to be like a part of our team if they got to choose. So.
Well, that's some pretty high praise, especially coming from your peers at the camp. And I know that you can watch all the pep rallies and everything on the Neville Tiger Network as well as everything else. But, I mean, it seems like every year it gets a little bit – you add a little bit more to it, a lot more stunting this year than maybe it's been in the past.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is it just because – is it kind of like personnel driven, like people that like to do that a little bit more?
Yeah, and I think our coach kind of enjoys us just like being able to perform for all the people and get everybody excited for the game that night. So.
And your coach, let's talk about him, Coach Pierre.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes.
And
Maddie.
And Maddie.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's not forget anybody right there. So, coming through here and getting finally to varsity cheer, talk a little bit about that, on what that kind of has meant to y'all. I'll start with you, Ellie, on getting here and now, we're getting close to the end.
It means a lot. Being on cheer for 4 years, you look up to varsity and being a varsity senior. So now that, that's what I am, it's really enjoyable.
Really enjoyable. How about you, Matt?
Yeah. I've enjoyed it. I think it's definitely something that's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And just being able to be in front of all the people and just have fun with your friends, it's really an experience.
So what do y'all enjoy the most about cheer over these past years? Because we talk about this kind of every year when I bring a couple of cheerleaders on. This isn't the cheerleaders like it was back when I was at Neville. Not that the girls weren't talented, but it wasn't about the gymnastics. It's a hard business. I mean, you see y'all practicing all the time. I mean, it's almost a full-time job for you ladies.
Yes, sir. We practice every day of the week except for Friday since we have the game. And we put in a lot of work for these to be there and just be there for the football team and for the community. So.
Yeah, games are the most fun.
That's the most fun?
Yes.
Really enjoying the games?
Yes, sir.
Well, Friday nights at Bill Ruppel Stadium are always kind of that's the culmination of the whole week, all the hard work, not only for the guys on the football field, but you ladies, all the support staffs from y'all, the Bengal Bells. I'm sure we'll talk with people from members of the Bengal Bells as well as the band throughout this year, and it's y'all kind of working with each other. You know, if you've never watched, it's crazy if somebody's watching Tiger Talk that hasn't seen a Neville pep rally, but if you haven't, check them out on the Neville Tiger Network. Pep rallies at Neville were one of my favorite deals going through there. It's a different type of pep rally, I guess you can say.
Yes, sir.
We do them in the morning, but it's you guys alongside the Bengals and the band and everybody kind of coming together and making it all work. And then even other organizations got in the mix, as you know, one of the newer with Boom has gotten in with the Bengals.
Yes, sir.
So it's really been a fun few weeks. Do you have any more surprises for us coming up, or y'all can't talk about it?
I mean, this week's theme is 80s, so we would love for everybody to come out and support us at the pep rally and at the game. So
yeah, and we actually have a competition team, and so we're starting that
really?
up soon too. Yes.
Yeah.
So, tell me more about the competition team. I mean, obviously, it's going to compete, but is there like some cheerleading, like from state LHSAA has a competition team? Do you know?
It's with UCA.
Okay, with UCA. So it's a sponsored deal. So teams from around have that competition deal.
Yeah, so we'll go to competition in December, I think twice, and then if we get a bid to nationals, we'll end up going in February. So.
Oh, well, very cool.
Yes,
very
sir.
cool. That's the first time we've done that, I believe.
We did it last year.
Second year.
Second year.
It's our second year.
Okay, well, then there you go. There you go. It's not the first mistake I'll make here. Probably wasn't the first one tonight. But, well, girls, look, congratulations. Y'all done a great job this far. Looking forward to watching y'all for the rest of the year, because it's not just football. There's basketball and everything else coming up.
Yes, sir.
Well, good. Congratulations, all the accolades that y'all have collectively won. So, and I know everybody out here appreciates it as well. Okay, stay tuned. We got a lot more for you here on Tiger Talk. Coach Eric Herndon is going to come up for his annual visit to Tiger Talk. Can't wait for that. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com, or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football. Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta noodles.
We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers."
Here at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
All right. Welcome back. As we were laughing off air, coming in here, talking old Jerry Clower stuff.
Yeah.
So there. Welcome back to Tiger Talk, everybody.
It's not fair to start off like that.
Stewart Shelby alongside Neville head strength and conditioning coach Eric Herndon. Eric, welcome back to Tiger Talk, man.
You hear that noise? I think I hear the ratings dropping right now as we're sitting here. The numbers are going down and down and down. People are turning off there.
Well, I mean, we are live on Sunday 98.3, and I didn't hear anybody click their radios off. But you know, this is the internet. It's kind of it's the wild, wild west. So
the only reason I'm here is because Ellie's here. That's the only invite I got.
Well,
that was the reason.
She did a great job.
She did. She takes after her mama. That's good.
That's right. So let's talk about strength and conditioning this year. It's been a hot topic around the area just because of the heat, and it didn't just start being hot there until it stopped kind of a couple of weeks ago. It's been back to kind of normal for this time of year, but throughout the whole summer, it was some I guess higher than normal conditions, and it seemed like what did you do to kind of prepare the kids when there were some restrictions kind of put on you?
I think a lot of it has to do with the pre-work that you do leading up to your season as you go. And if you're waiting to start in June, you're too late. I mean, it's with our guys, I mean, they do a really, really good job of buying in, starting in January. If we're, lucky enough to play into late November, early December, they get a little time to recover, and when they come back, it's just a steady, gradual build, and then when you get to the summer, I mean, you go from a very general physical preparation to a specific portion, and our guys work so hard. I mean, they really put in a ton of work in the weight room. It's very seldom that they're going to spit the bit. I mean, I've got the best job on campus. Maybe in Louisiana, I don't know, to work at a place like Neville and to have the support that we do as far as strength and conditioning goes, but to be specific as far as what we did this summer, it was hot. I mean, and I know walking around talking to other coaches and everything else, it was just like, I don't remember a summer being this hot, and we'd go out and, take temps off the turf and the grass, and we go between, and I think Coach Tannehill did a good job of navigating those waters of communicating with the staff, of saying, look, we're going to start off on the grass. We're going to have a PM practice, and the kids don't always enjoy that, but when you explain it to them in a sense of, look, the grass is softer, it's cooler, it's better for you. We'll start off on the grass, and then we'll move over as the sun goes down, and I mean, they didn't complain too much. They liked the turf and everything else, but they did a good job, and JD did a really good job of maintaining the wet bubble. That's a hot topic of making sure that all the numbers lined up, and we were fortunate that he had a lot of say-so because he's on that committee for the state as far as athletic trainers go. So it was a collaborative effort, but at the end of the day, it's the kids that are the ones doing the work and ringing the bell and asking or doing what we're asking them to do every day. So I couldn't be more proud.
And I guess based on the constant movement of when you're going to practice. You know, what are you going to do today? What can we do today? You go through these first few weeks, and I've seen other teams cramping a lot, and it didn't seem to. It's a crazy. I know it's crazy, but I've just been impressed with the fact that we haven't seen that as much as the teams that have come in and played us.
I can't speak for everybody else. I mean, I know as far as what we do, I mean, written on the board today with what we practice when you get to a Wednesday practice, I mean, it's in big, bold letters, the window opens today as far as your sleep, your rest, your diet, what you're getting in you, how much water. When it was super hot, we were weighing them twice a day, every day, and trying to be very diligent about making sure they were replacing. I mean, if they lost 3 pounds at practice, we're trying to get roughly 3 bottles of water back in them and get that water, that hydration back in, and then they've got to follow up and drink the amount of water they've got to do. But it's not just drinking water. I mean, it's a total full cycle of are you getting enough rest? Do you have a good balance with your electrolytes? How much are you getting on your phone in the evening? I mean, there's a delicate balance, and I think we do a good job of trying to remind them of what's important and understanding how their body's going to respond as far as the way they work during the practice week leading up. And I don't know, it could all fall apart tomorrow, but it's just kind of one of those things that the more research that we do as far as from the weight room side of things, and then as far as with athletic trainers too, it's not always hydration. A lot of times it's getting to central nervous stimulation. And if they're not prepared for that throughout the week and the way that their practice schedule lines up and everything else, I mean, you can have a pretty big effect. And especially if you're going out the gate, first time you're playing in a jamboree. That's why we're lucky enough to have jamborees, because it's a dress rehearsal and there's not PowerPoints attached to it. And you can go out and say, now, look, I told you, you didn't eat well today. You didn't do this. You didn't, it's not what did you eat today, how much water did you drink today. It's what did you do 24, 48 hours ago leading up to it? So it's very progressive. But, again, our kids do a really, really good job of trying to practice what we preach. And I think if you asked any of them, hopefully they would echo what we're saying right now.
Well, you keep them, and they're definitely always in great shape. It's changed. The weight room and strength conditioning just in football in general has changed a lot over the past 20, 30 years. It's a lot different than when we were in high school or in college going through there. And it's like you talked about it. It's a complete package. It's not just hitting weights, doing the running.
It's been hot forever. I mean,
it's always hot.
We worked out in high school and everything else, but I think it's more of the science that you put behind it and your approach as far as what you're doing. And there aren't any secrets in strength and conditioning. It's so big now. I mean, when I got into a school at Northeast, I was in, health and human performance. I knew what I wanted to do, but there was you couldn't say I wanted to be a strength coach.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to do some things. And then when I came back to Neville, kind of after a 18-month hiatus, of course, I met Coach Miller, and he's given me a career, but it's opened up doors to let you understand that there's tons of information. It's just if you're willing to, to learn, if you're honest enough to look back on what you're doing and do a self-assessment at the end of a season and say, look, what injuries did we sustain? Why did this happen? What did I not do enough of, and everything else? So it is a big
it's a big part. It's a big part. Any successful program has got to have that a strong strength conditioning program. There's maybe a couple different philosophies, not too crazy, but you got to have somebody that pays attention to the complete body of work of your players.
Well, and that goes back to Casey Sanders at West Monroe. I mean, when he started out over there in '88, I mean, nobody else really had a dedicated strength coach on staff. And you speed the clock up today. I mean, Jeremy Manny's at West Monroe does a really, really good job. I mean, you've got coverage at St. Frederick's. You've got somebody at OCS. You've got Alan Chance at Ouachita. I mean, and that network that you have to ask people, say, look, what are you doing with this injury? And then when you couple that with a good training staff, again, JD is quite literally a lifesaver for us to be able to say, look, we've got a kid that's injured. He's banged up. He's got a sprained ankle or a banged up knee. To be able to collaborate with somebody and say, look, we've got to get a return to play on him to get him back on the field. So, one, yes, you're just going to continue to work out in season. I mean, just unless you're in a body cast, we're going to find a way to put a weight on your tongue and get your heart rate up and get that blood flowing and get you going, and then couple that with whether it's PT or whatever JD's doing in the training room. So it's a player-focused, player-driven, what's best for them. Keep them on their field, on their court, whatever it is that they're trying to return to.
Well, look, Coach Herndon, I know we've said it plenty of times. Very fortunate to have you still hanging in there with us at Neville High School. We're always glad to have you.
I'm happy to be
and
here.
And a lot of people appreciate the job that you do and the work that you put in, not only with the football team, with all the athletes at Neville. So once again, thanks, and we appreciate you dropping by.
No problem. Thank you.
Coach Eric Herndon, everybody. You know, they were very quiet because they were listening to
I know.
you. That's what happens. They're talking in the background.
Not going to learn anything here.
A dead giveaway. Okay.
Jerry Flower joke. That's about it.
We'll be back after this break. We'll bring back Coach Tannehill to talk about this Friday and the North Caddo Titans. Stay tuned.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive-In on North 18th. Whether it's a breakfast toaster on your way to work or school, one of the many lunch combos, a mid-afternoon Route 44 cold drink, a pregame popcorn chicken, or a postgame Sonic Blast, the Sonic on North 18th Street has you covered. So drive through or park and wait for a friendly car hop today to find out why our Sonic is the Sonic on North 18th Street in Monroe. It's definitely Tiger approved.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food. To delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change. One thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
This is why I run.
This is State Senator Stewart Cathy Jr., and this Labor Day weekend in Louisiana, we've got something special coming for you. It's not just any holiday, it's a sales tax holiday. Thanks to the bill I authored this past session, this holiday is on guns, ammo, and all your hunting gear. So grab your list and come on down, because in the sportsman's paradise, we're celebrating freedom, responsibly and tax-free. Remember, it's only this Labor Day weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't miss out.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
At Marion State Bank, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and part of your community. With branches in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, and soon to be West Monroe, we're excited to be growing alongside you. Whether it's opening that first savings account, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't forget about MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
I'm Robert Lane.
And I'm Ben Jones with Marion State Bank. And we live where you live.
Marion State Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And right back into the shot he comes as Coach Tannehill rejoins us here on Tiger Talk. Had 5 segments tonight, Coach. It's a big show.
Big show.
It's a big show
big
here
week.
with a big crowd here at Melvins.
And for those that are always watching, we'll have the bingos on, we'll have the band on, we'll have the homecoming court on here in the next couple of weeks, and it'll be a big show every week from here on out.
Do. And before we get going in here, I do want to wish former teacher at Neville, Miss Sandra Blake, had a little surgery today. I just saw her boys walk in. They're all in Atlanta.
Rick texted me this a little while ago and said they were going to be here and come by the show.
So
great family.
Good to see them. Can't wait to talk to them here after the show. We definitely our prayers with Miss Sandra.
Yes,
recuperating from that. Also, Jay Traylor, his wife Brandy, is dealing with some health issues. So
prayers out to them.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Coach. North Caddo, the Titans come in, and I don't know if you remember this last year.
We got to pump the brakes.
Hold the phone. This is my fault. Origin Bank Players of the Week. Before we get to talk about the Titans from North Caddo, I'll let you announce it right there.
Well, again, this week for the second time this year already, and he's having one heck of a season. And I hope he continues that all the way through and stays healthy. As our defensive player of the week this week, number 6, Tytron Hanley.
Yeah.
Man, what an outstanding job he's doing and getting the secondary lined up and playing fast, playing physical. And our tight end this week had some big catches at the right times and did a good job of blocking this week. And much improved from the last 2 games, and just proud of the way he's getting better and better. We give him a hard time each week, but he does work hard, and he's just got to learn a lot at tight end. Man, that's a lot of stuff. And you had a son play tight end, so
a couple of them.
He's got a lot to learn, and he's doing a great job of getting it done. So. Great week last week. Offensive Player of the Week, Thomas Campbell.
Yep, got his first touchdown as a Tiger. Mm-hmm. So what I was alluding to was last year, and Robert Lane and I were talking about this earlier in the week once he got back from Mexico, which he apologizes for missing. He said he'll never miss another one for Saturday. He was at a wedding that he had to be in. But either way.
Jason did a great job.
He did. And Jason and Tyler Flemister helped us out. But Omarion Miller, who's now at the University of Colorado with Deion Sanders, but he might have been the best overall athlete I saw us play against last year. And
in my 25, 26 years of coaching, the best receiver that I've ever laid eyes on the high school level. We've also played the Howard boy from St. Thomas More was probably the best quarterback I ever laid eyes on. Mm-hmm. Let me rephrase. The game that he played against us
was one of the best
performances I've ever seen by a high school quarterback.
And Omarion, he was definitely just the best player on the field last year and showed it. Still won handily, but North Caddo comes in this week 1-2, but a team that can score a lot of points. They put up 62 last week. They put up 36 in a losing effort there in week 1. So it's not like they don't have any offensive firepower.
Well, for those people that don't know North Caddo, they're in Vivian, I believe.
Vivian, right.
Louisiana. There's some athletic people that live in those areas. They're hard workers. They're ranchers. They're cowboys, cowgirls. And they work hard all the time. Football at North Caddo has been good at times, but they always have some guys that can go. Mm-hmm. And this year is no different. The guy we saw last year, we're talking about a double-A school that we just talked about, the best wide receiver we've ever laid eyes on. And he came from the little old town of Vivian. So these guys are, very athletic. This quarterback was one of their main players last year. It was Mason Jackson. He's 6 foot, probably 180. I don't have a weight on him, but I'm just looking at him compared to some guys I know. And then they've got another wide receiver,
Jacoby
Spearman, 6'2", at least 180. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about guys that, are just athletic build and everything. And then they've got a wide receiver,